Did they ever announce who was behind Bitcoin in the first place?
No.
They never did, right? I remember them saying that they never really said anything, or who nobody ever claimed ownership of that.
I just heard some dude saying that if you knew who was behind Bitcoin, you guys would run.
Well, you
And I
know,
was like, what the hell?
you're talking about Dan Peña.
Yeah.
But Dan Peña came out and finally said it, who he thought was behind Bitcoin. And he says it's Vladimir Putin.
No way.
That's what he tried to say.
I mean, you
I
never
thought
know.
it'd say like George Soros or something like that.
Some people think it's Elon Musk.
Nah.
That's what some people think.
Nah, Elon Musk would have said something or joked about it or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's a secret supposedly, or there's a name to the person, whoever it is, but I don't know. They don't. But they're saying that right now crypto's kind of doing good because of all the problems and the things with the dollar. They're thinking that maybe that kind of is what, made it go up a little, because some people are like, oh, let's just buy crypto because if the dollar goes down, at least we'll have the crypto or whatever.
Yeah. It seemed like crypto took a hit for a while.
It's down.
Like it's been like slowly recovering, but yeah, I haven't heard it in the news, and I feel like you used to see more commercials about it. You had crypto.com, the arena. They were advertising, I believe it was the Lakers arena. I think they're still
the arena, the Laker arena.
It's still crypto.com.
So what happens if crypto goes down?
Probably get a new sponsor to
a new name or
sponsor
something?
the arena. Yeah, like the old Raider Stadium, how they had like 6 different names before they finally sent them out to Vegas.
Yeah,
They were like,
well, I mean, I think all the cryptos are down like 30% year over year, and they haven't really gone up. I've been watching it because I'm losing a lot of money.
oh,
I thought about buying more, but who knows?
yeah. I hopped out a couple years ago and haven't. I don't even like look at my Robinhood app anymore or nothing. I just I was like, whatever. I'll just leave it alone.
I kind of forgot about that one too. I mean, I have it because I get notified. Hey, this is up, down, up 5 pennies, or 5% up and down or whatever. But
Yeah,
nothing significant ever since. Man, I wish we kept our Dogecoin back in the day. You remember how many we had?
We were on it at the beginning. Just nobody held on to it. If we would have waited 2 years, it would
And
blow
that
up.
fool, Sorin did say, he's like, sit on it because you'll be banked up. If I sat on my Dodge when he told me,
Yeah, but he says that about everything.
well, I mean, but this time he would have been right. I would have threw him like a quick little 100,000 from all the money I would have made.
Hey, Steve's got a Bentley from Dogcoin.
That's true. I wonder how Steve's doing right now.
I don't know, but I mean, I see him post things up on Facebook talking about crypto here and there. So I know he must still be dabbling in it, but who knows how he's doing with it.
Well, I mean, if you do it as a day trader kind of deal, you go up, down, up 5% up, 10% low, boom. You can keep buying and selling, like, mess around with it a little bit, I bet.
Yeah. Yeah, my boy Inchirito was doing his trading and stuff too. I don't know if he's still doing it either, but
I don't think he is, from what I know.
yeah. He was getting into it though. He was playing with it. It seemed like he was kind of like playing at the casino, To me, it's kind of like a gamble like that, but
It's legal gambling, bro.
yeah.
Straight up. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, aren't you really, like, you are gambling. Because you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, you're putting money into something and hoping that you get a return on it. Same when you go over there and play some blackjack and put some money down, hope you get a return on that. So
Yeah, I mean, I bet you got a better odd getting a job as a salesperson. You make more money.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. But, so what happened with Carlson? Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson.
What happened with him?
So I guess he's gone. Fox fired him.
That's kind of crazy.
Let
You
the guy
think he
go.
like got fired for real, or like, and how do we know he got fired? Because everybody just knows he's gone.
That's because when somebody quits, they give them their last show and they make a show about it, how happy they are to work with the network, but there's other opportunities, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He didn't get any of that.
That's true.
He was just gone on like a Thursday night or something.
Yeah,
Well,
and he-
actually, no. I just remembered now watching a video with Valuetainment, and they were talking about it. I guess that he gave his last show was on a Friday night. He said, "Okay, we'll see you back on Monday," and that kind of shows he didn't see it coming or whatever.
Oh, that would make sense.
And
right
then
there.
he
That makes
recently
sense.
he just released a statement. You guys watched that video about him? He released a statement on his Twitter account Bro, it's like a 2-minute video. Supposedly got like 15 million views on YouTube and like 47 million or 45 million views on his Twitter account.
Yep.
And he pretty much said that, hey, there's not really any more places nowadays where you can hear the truth. And there's very many people, a small amount of people that talk the truth.
Yeah.
But there's still some places where you do hear the truth, so stick to it, and he's encouraging people
Look
to
around and try to find it. Yeah.
Social, cuz.
Yeah, he was even saying that the United States is turning into a one party system now. It's like, he's saying it's not like there's not like it's like he's saying Democrats and Republicans are like of the same. They're the same thing essentially now. It's kind of like a parade. I've always kind of thought that as well, but I don't know how much proof there is behind that. But I mean, if he's saying it and he's been kind of involved with all this, the news, politics, agendas, and things like that, it kind of makes you think like, what if how much truth is there to that? So,
yeah, if he's right. I mean, but that is kind of true, bro. If you really think about it, because they can't really do anything one without the other. Because we have like the House, we have the Senate. And then you got the president, right? So
yeah, you got your three branches of government. You got the legislative, the executive, and the judicial branch.
Right. So the Democrats were bragging, not Democrats, but the Republicans were bragging about how they got the House and they passed a bill to ban, I think, all the transsexual. I don't know if
the athletes.
Athletes, right?
That was in Florida, right?
No, Florida did it.
Supreme Court did it for the whole.
It's not the Supreme Court. The House passed a bill.
Oh.
But now the bill from the House has to go to the Senate, which is Democrat ran. So they're saying it's almost no chance that will pass. And even if it did pass from the House to the Senate, Joe Biden would have to sign it. And he would never sign it. So it's useless.
But if wouldn't the 2/3 overtake even if Biden didn't want to sign it?
What is that how it works?
Yeah, because that's 2/3 majority. I didn't
even know
that. Biden doesn't get to override everybody
really?
else.
I thought that
it's called the system of checks and balances. That's why we have 3 different branches, so that there's not just one branch that has all the power. So if 2 branches of the 3 are with it and one is not, they're going with the 2, not the 1. So.
Mm-hmm. Wow, interesting. I didn't even know about that. I thought you got to go through the whole line.
Well, that's what they taught us in school.
See, I didn't go to school.
Checks and balances. Well, I wasn't there all the time, but from what I remember hearing, I remember that part.
Okay, well, that makes sense. Like if you got two branches agree and then the other one doesn't, then you still get it. But that's not gonna pass.
Yeah.
If most Democrats are, but I mean nowadays Democrats don't. It's not like. Not all of them are like super like left liberal how we think, and that's the reason why you're probably what Tucker said that hey they're kind of like becoming one because they're in the middle field. I feel like most of them are probably leaning middle.
Yeah. Well, it's like you can't really. I don't know. There's not one that just has supreme power and is just running everything all the way that they want it. It's like. Democrats have things that they want passed that are in power right now, and then conservatives, Republicans have that too.
So, no, but I meant because we have the very right-hand people, and because we have the very left-hand people, I almost feel like because we have them on both sides, the people that are more like normal in the middle, they're being pushed towards the middle or towards the outside, and they're starting to form one like mindset, like the more liberalish. Conservatives are kind of like, yeah, bro, y'all, we got to be more in the middle. And then the more conservative Democrats are like, yeah, we got to be more in the middle. So they're like kind of starting to unite, it seems like a little bit.
And there's less of the, like the radical ones, you could say.
Exactly.
Because the radical ones are the ones that are just like, this is how we think. This is how our party runs. And kind of like how, like when I read a little bit of Maps and Meaning, I believe is the name from Jordan Peterson, the book. Mm-hmm. He's talking about how, he's from Alaska. And when he was kind of coming up, when in his younger days, he was working with the Democratic Party. And, he was basically explaining in the book how everybody had to basically think the same way. And that's when he kind of got into a dilemma because he's like, I agree with some of it, but I don't agree with all of it. But they're saying if for me to be a part of this party, I have to agree with everything. But I don't align with everything, and that's kind of why he stepped back and stepped away from all the left wing stuff. And I mean, I don't know if he considers himself a conservative, but he's definitely not. He's definitely not on the left. He's not a liberal for sure. So,
yeah, that makes sense. Why do I have it's not like you think only one way, right? Like there's got to be some compromise on.
Yeah,
some things,
and even like with now, there's Democrats have some good ideas about some things, and conservatives have good ideas about some things too. Mm-hmm. So just because I'm with one party doesn't mean I should have to go with everything that they align with or everything that they want, or at least the radical ones want. But
yeah, well, it's kind of like for example, for me, I feel like most my views are more conservative, but then there's some things that I'm like, okay, I'm more like liberal if you consider the fact that let's talk about immigration, right? Most people are like, hey, the immigrants, they came here, you're not supposed to cross the border illegally. Okay, I agree with that, but at the same time, we have people already here now. I think we should give them papers, we should take care of them. Everybody who came in so far, do something to make them part of the system. But I do agree that the border needs to be secure. So it's like, why can't we have both?
Well, yeah, because like from a presidential standpoint, I mean, or like the people that are running the country, they want to protect the country too. So I can see why they're like, okay, we need to have a grip on our borders because we can't just let everybody in here. You could essentially let the wrong people in here, right? So you gotta have some kind of limits and some kind of statutes in place to kind of keep everything going. But at the same time, human wise, like human rights wise, some people. Why not? Why not make it a little bit easier for them to come to this country? They're going to come over here. They're going to pay taxes, and if they're going to be like, people that are contributing to society here, then why not?
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel like sure, yeah, make it to where the process is easier. But at the end of the day, it should be the American people's choice. You feel me? It's like I should be the one to say who comes into my house and who doesn't.
Yeah.
And if you made it into my house without my permission, I should probably be like. I should have the choice to keep you or not, but at the end of the day, we're talking about people already in the country who many of them have been here and established their lives for so long.
Yeah.
So I think if they can show you that they've been good law-abiding citizens, I think they should get some sort of rights, green card, whatever, be able to purchase a home and whatever, all that. I think that's the right thing to do.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair enough. So, like, hey, I'm okay. I don't expect you to agree with everybody crossing illegally, but at the end of the day, if we already got people here, we got to figure something out.
Yeah, and like John Leguizamo, he might not agree with me, but
he's a hoe.
They're not all rapists and drug dealers. The majority of people are good people, but the thing is, like, humans like to just look at the negative. It's more infatuating to look at the negative, and they'll associate everybody with just the small minority of the ones that are bad, but the majority is good. So it's.
Well, you ever have people that say, bro, how come you never say nothing when I do all these good things? I've been doing good for hella long, and all of a sudden I'm slipping up now, and you're bitching.
Yeah.
It's like, because that's like the thing we like to focus on.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Bad. The compliments and you're doing good. We feel like you're supposed to do that already. Yeah. What's the latest beef with him, with John Leguizamo?
What did I see with him? He said something about that when you go out and you get you go out to eat at a restaurant or something, you should minimum tip your waiter $100.
Yeah,
he doesn't tip anybody.
Yeah,
he doesn't tip anybody under $100.
And he said that if you tip under 100, you're pretty much not a good person.
Yeah, you're a loser for that.
What do you think?
That was a piece of shit,
bro. Okay,
what
so everyone has $100 to just give out.
Some people don't even have money for a tip. Does that mean you're not supposed to go out to eat?
Yeah, don't go eat.
You Taco Bell, bro. Come on.
Oh, you can't afford the tip, but Taco Bell, don't go buy it.
And why the hell do you have to tip everybody? Tipping is not a mandatory thing. And everywhere you go now, it's just, here, tip me. They turn the little tablet. You didn't do anything, dumbass. You just took my order.
For real, they be like, but from now on, I'm gonna be an asshole. Just look at them in their face. No.
Yeah, and then especially right now,
25 cents,
dude. Right now, they're doing the donation to whatever. Every single time I have to donate,
Oh, I don't do those donations.
Bro, they asked
Oh,
me
would you
to
want
do,
to round up to donate to? No,
No,
I'm not
I gave
donating
you
to
last
your
time.
tax write off.
Bro, I was at the freaking at Rayleigh's and this fool asked me if I want to donate to some shit. And I'm like, bro, I was like, no, I don't know them. He looked at me, he's like, what the hell? Like, yeah, why am I gonna donate to the most random people?
Yeah,
You feel me? But think about this: every freaking where you go, they get $1.50. This, that, you want to round up, and then they're sending money out. But where are they even going? And if I donate at Rayleigh's, I'm not even getting my tax deduction.
yeah. They get the tax deduction. You
Exactly.
don't. You're giving it to them. So
They should say, okay, hey, how much you want to donate? We'll take that off your freaking groceries.
yeah, yeah. If they want to be fair about it, let's do it that way.
Okay, I'll donate $10. Take it off my groceries.
Yep. Yeah, these egg prices are crazy. Go ahead, take that $10 off. Let's
Hey, you
go.
know what else that dirtbag did?
Huh?
Have you guys heard of the Super Mario movie?
Yeah,
It's like all over the place. Have you seen it?
yeah, yeah.
Is it a good movie?
I didn't get to see it.
Yeah, I went to see it. I took my daughter out there to
Yeah.
see it. It's a good movie.
Apparently, everybody loves it. Well,
Yeah.
that dirtbag, what was his name? John.
Leguizamo.
Yeah. That dirtbag went and started bitching because he said that there's not enough diversity in that movie, and because what's it called Mario is supposed to be an Italian guy, a darker skinned Italian guy, and the person that played Mario is Chris Pratt, a white dude.
Yeah, I'm sure Disney's not the one behind this movie, so they're not trying to be politically correct and
Yeah,
make everyone be like that.
He was
So
throwing a fit. It's not enough. It's not diverse enough. You guys should not watch it.
yeah, tell him to stick to Disney movies if that's how he really feels. That's Disney's little
They're
agenda
bad.
right now.
That's retarded. First of all, Italians are white people, pretty much. They're Europeans. Where do white people come from? Europe.
Yeah.
Well,
So what are you talking about, bro?
He's just mad.
not enough diversity.
purest form of
Bro,
white.
he's mad because he was in the live action movie back in the 90s and they didn't give him no part in this one. So
Oh,
now
for
he's yeah.
He's a hoe.
And that
probably why.
Mario movie did terrible.
And I used to like him, bro.
terrible, bro.
This one apparently is like
Oh, it
doing
did
really well.
It did like 160, like some crazy numbers at the box office.
Yeah,
like
over
it-
the weekend or something.
Yeah, it killed it. Like
That's what it gets.
That's what he's mad about.
So everybody's over there trying to find. They're using the movie as like far right, far left, or whatever, like conservative or Democrat. Because I guess in one of the scenes, I haven't seen the movie, but I just seen some stuff. One of the scenes, one of the character was disguised as a girl or something, and it was a boy. So now all the Democrats are like, yeah, they're showing trans. It's like, no, bro, it's not about trans.
nobody's thinking about it like that.
These
Come
fools
on,
always
man.
looking at
So they're looking to fight. They're fighting each other like, no, it's our movie. No, it's our movie. So
Yeah.
like the Republicans and the Democrats are over there fighting each
Bro,
other.
it's a Mario movie. Like, leave it alone.
Why can't you just watch the movie without being political in any
I
way?
thought it was good. Like they put a bunch of there was a bunch of little nostalgic things from like
Yeah.
the old Marios and stuff in there. So, and I grew up playing Mario as a kid,
Yeah.
so it was like to me it was like, oh, this is cool. Like I remember seeing that in the original Marios and
Yeah, yeah.
the little the noises that they would make. It was like it was hella nostalgic. Like hearing it.
I gotta
so.
go watch it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's cool.
When I
Especially
heard
you
that
take
fool
the kids.
bitching about it, I was like, oh, I gotta go watch it now.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to go to the movies right now, bro. Well, y'all heard about the freaking Mario thing in Japan? I guess that the Mario game, it's the character Spike. You guys know who Spike is?
Spike.
For the Mario, there's a character named Spike.
Is that the ball that's on the chain?
Let me
That's,
see. I have a
that's the
picture.
guy with the spiky turtle
It's like
on his back, no?
Where's it at?
Spike is
Is
not
that
the
not
it's
Spike?
it's
It's
it's,
like-
it's the cannonball guy with the teeth, right?
Let me see if I find a picture of it.
He was like a dog in the games, basically. He'd be on like a chain.
Let's
And
see,
he'd always try to bite Mario.
Spike.
If that's him.
I don't even remember.
Yeah, he's like a fat little
It's a ball, right?
looking ball. It looks like me.
He's like a big cannonball,
It
but
looks
he's
like
got
me,
teeth.
basically.
Oh no, I don't know who that is actually.
That's Spike.
Oh, yeah, I've never seen that.
So,
What
but this
about
is on a. It talks about how it's in the Japanese version. They call him not Spike, but in Japan, the name for this is Blackie. So they're changing the name to it to Spike in Japan as well because they're saying it's like a racial slur.
Oh man.
They're saying that that's racist, but it's kind of. I mean, I don't
It's
know.
Blackie in what? Their language?
No, in English, like real life Blackie.
He's not even black.
Yeah,
I don't know, but that's the name of the character called Blackie. So now they're saying it's a racial
Are
slur.
you sure that's Spike? Is that?
That's what he says.
I don't know if
here.
that's Spike, bro.
Is
It
Spike?
says
Not,
Spike
is
right
Spike
here.
not the?
It says
What's,
Spike right here.
what's
cuz.
the black? What's the black cannonball looking guy?
That-
It looks
Blackie.
like Blackie.
that's
Look,
the one who should be
Spikey
Blackie.
with the Blackie.
Is that?
It looks like there's a black
Oh.
cannonball with it. Maybe it's like a.
Okay.
Maybe it's like a. See, it's a full.
Well,
I don't know if you can see it if I put it too far or whatever.
is this like the same thing with the Crayola
Crayola.
thing? Have you heard about the Crayola thing?
Oh, I heard of.
The liberals were crying, forcing like the Spanish culture to change the word negro because it's racist. So you know the black. So it showed it in English and in Spanish, and
Yeah.
because in Spanish the word negro means black, they're saying that's racist. They need
So
to
what-
change the word
Yeah.
for black.
So
Okay.
hey, what are we supposed to call the black colors in like other languages? Because in negro is in Spanish, Romanian
Yeah.
is negro. It's like which one do you?
You gotta call him
This is the African American colored crayon. Would you like to use this one?
The dark tone. Gosh,
Yeah, they're getting too deep
that's the
with this.
reason why the shit's going crazy. And then so like we talked about maybe why they fired that fool, Tucker Carlson.
Yeah.
You mentioned something about how maybe it had something to do with that Dominion voting machine.
Yeah. Well, Fox had just they just paid out like
Almost a
700
billion,
yeah,
bro.
almost a billion, 750 million.
I think it was more, no? I thought it was like 900. Some crazy number.
I think it was like
It could've been.
778
Was
or
it?
something like that.
yeah, well, that's pretty close to a billion
That's a
right
lot.
there.
But it was a lot.
Yeah, but
if I could
he-
get like one of those millies.
they get rid of him. Basically a little bit after that had just happened. So, and Tucker Carlson did talk about that, in his little segments before. So maybe
I
maybe
still
they
think
use
it's
that.
like
but
I think it's probably like one of the best things that could happen for him. Because now he has a lot of opportunities.
yeah,
Well,
He
his
could go
speech-
anywhere or start his own.
Well, what did
Yeah.
he say in his last speech? He said, "We'll see you soon."
yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna make a podcast. He'll be on this podcast.
Or
We'll bring him over here.
you know what
Value
would be
Shop.
cool if he joined the Daily Wire.
Oh, that would be
dope.
popping. That would be good because
That would be a big
you know
team.
what?
Yeah.
The freaking the guys on Valuetainment were trying to say that he'd be a good fit here, but they're not big enough
No,
for him.
no way.
Valuetainment's like they just started podcasting. They're not really into like I don't know.
Yeah,
They're
he
not
was
Daily
the
Wire.
top dog for
Bro.
Fox. He must have been getting paid
He
for
was
that.
He was the top viewed host
He was. I guess that
for,
there's
for Fox.
Yeah,
I guess the number one show that was the most watched was the Five. The little 5 show. But that's a bunch of people. So
Yeah.
the second most watched was him, which is one person. Which
Yeah.
clearly that he drew the crowd.
yep,
Nah, he's too big to go on something small.
yeah.
If he goes
for
on
sure.
anything, he needs to go on something big like
Joe Rogan was talking about
Daily Wire or
how
Star Zone.
Joe Rogan was talking about how freaking Fox messed up for letting him go, and they better just pay him off, even if he's just chilling, just to not go nowhere else. Just like, hey, make a contract, we'll pay you your whole term, just don't do nothing else. But he's saying that it'd be some bigger platforms right now would probably try to recruit him, like Rumble, because Rumble. Can you imagine if he got on Rumble, bro? How many freaking viewers he'd get on there?
Oh, he would.
That would be
Rumble.
huge.
He'd make Rumble even bigger than what it is right now.
And Rumble's kind of getting up there. We got to get on there.
Yeah. We
For
should.
real.
We should. Why not?
We have an account, but I mostly
So are you saying we should have Tucker on our podcast?
I'm
Tucker
saying we
will slap
invite
the shit
him.
out of you.
Apparently, he's not doing anything right now. He doesn't have a job. So
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
Should I hit
come
him
on.
up?
Yeah, come on down,
Hold on,
Tucker.
let me see. Think
We'll
he
take you over
answered right
here.
now?
We'll let you talk as long as you want.
You think
We won't
Tucker,
even say anything. We'll just sit over here back and just
I
let you
just
talk
watch,
the whole
bro.
time.
Good.
you want me to call him right now?
If you can.
Let me see. Answer. Should I call him? Watch. I'm gonna call Tucker.
He don't.
Quit
He don't
acting like you have his phone number.
Hold on, cuz.
bro, he don't like John Leguizamo either. Get him over here.
Yeah, we're just gonna have a whole session on that. This was wasting our time over here with this fake call.
You know who's wasting my time? Tinder. You heard about Tinder?
Why you on
Tinder.
Tinder?
I don't got Tinder, but that's what I'm saying.
Why is it wasting your time?
It's wasting my time because it's freaking. This is okay. So people try to be like, okay, life has got to be fair, equal rights, equal this, equal income distribution. Bro, even the freaking dating apps, You saw the freaking thing how Tinder is trying to do a like a ballers version where you pay $500 a month for subscription, so people see that you got the poppin' one. So girls be on it like, oh yup, he's the baller. That's the baller of the club. Y'all heard about that?
No, but that's
No,
genius.
it is.
That's genius.
That's great marketing.
You as a company, that's great.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna want to pay that to look good.
You know
Yeah.
how many men are gonna pay that? Watch, it says Tinder's developing an exclusive $500 per month subscription for big spending singles.
That's genius.
It's not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, you know how many losers is gonna pay that just to look good?
It says,
But only the guys are paying that. The girls don't got to pay that.
I mean, I don't know. It says as of right now, the annual fee for Tinder Vault, they call it the Tinder Vault. Wow, where all the ballers staying.
Ooh.
That's a cool one. So, then that just gave me a company idea name. All right, I'm gonna write it down real quick. But it says that would, it said it would run you a whopping $6,000, bruh.
Yeah, I'm good off of that.
That's
$1,000
I don't know.
for a
$6,000.
tag. I mean, you may as well just buy a iced out gold chain or something.
Yeah, but
It'll probably do the same.
I don't know. Nowadays,
No,
it's
but
like
who's gonna see you on there?
people-
Like you got the app, you know.
a lot of people are going to the online dating now. It seems like.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, y'all are married.
Bro, but suckers
So-
be on it, bro.
You know what's better than Tinder?
What?
Grinder.
Grinding? You be grinding? Hey, but now think about it. Okay, like I don't be on that whatever. You feel me? But if I was to be like, okay, $500 a day or a month, but you get unlimited amount of hoes, and they're probably like, and you don't gotta work that hard because they're like, this fool got the money. Like this fool's freaking subscriptions more than my car payment.
Like, bro, you ain't got no hoes. What you mean? I pay $600 a month. I got them one day.
You know them hoes be swiping left or I said left. What's it do? Left or right? You gotta swipe.
I don't know.
I don't know. I've never been big on the dating websites.
For real, that shit wasn't around when
I
we
feel
were
like
out
that's
there.
kind of weak. If you can't go out and talk to normal people. You go on apps to try to find women. That's kind of weak.
Well, I guess statistically, it shows that people that find each other on apps are less likely to be together because the way that you set the frame on like your mindset about relationships is like, okay, well, I could always get on the Tinder, find another one just as easy as I found you.
Yep.
And also, it almost seems like when you go on Tinder and you have this thing with your first date on Tinder, you know that you're going to try to, you know what I mean? It's not kind of like when you hang out with the homies, with the friends, you got some homegirls and you kick in, you start to be friends and you slowly like each other and you date, right? It's like a different thing.
So is Tinder considered more for like a hookup kind of thing? Like
That's all it used to be.
It seems like that's all
what it
is,
was.
bro.
It was mainly
more
a hookup app.
Okay. Oh yeah, you look like somebody I could have a good one night stand with. Let's run it real quick.
Okay, well, I mean, think of why wouldn't it be that? Because why? So you go on there to find out if somebody's like compatible with you, and you only do it based on looks because you have a picture of somebody, and then from what I understand, you go left or you go right. I think left you don't like them, right you like them.
You'll have a little description or at the bottom, but yeah, that's basically all
But
you're
you're
going
doing it
off
off of looks, right? So if I'm just trying to be friends and chill, I'm not going looking for the most beautiful people to kick it with. I'm just chilling. Like I'm looking for somebody who's cool, personality, whatever. You feel me? I'm not
Yeah.
looking for six packs and done up hair.
So what's the difference between using that app or just hitting somebody up on Instagram? Just be like, hey,
One of them's free, one of them you got to pay for.
Well, it's like cold prospecting, cuss on Instagram. Like they ain't there for that.
Huh.
yeah,
Tinder, they're there for that reason.
That's a good point.
Well, I
But
guess
if
right,
you connected with somebody on Instagram on a place where you're not really looking to connect with people like that, then wouldn't that be a better connection than just, oh, you swiped right on me, so I swipe right on you.
I would think
And now
so.
we're somewhat compatible. Let's see if it works. You know?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Another thing too, bro. Now I guess the subscription is, I think you can have a free one or something like that, but the free one's limited. If you pay like, I think it's like, I heard somebody say like $30 a month, then it shows you if the girls swipe on you.
Yeah.
So like,
My inside sources said that's the way to do it too. If you're gonna do it.
yeah.
Don't you only get connected with that person if they swiped on you?
Yeah, you guys both have to agree to have
So then
liked
what's
each
the
other,
point?
So
I guess.
basically, I guess that if you swipe right and then the girl swipes right, it'll tell you, hey, y'all got a match. But if you don't have the thing or whatever, the subscription, the unlimited subscription, you can't see if the girl's swiped on you. So it's almost like a way for you not to look like
It's like
fool.
only they can, only the female can contact you. Like you can't, or you can't see that. Oh, they liked you too, and then start making the connection right there. Start
but if-
messaging.
Like
but,
the girl has the leverage.
yeah,
Yeah, but it would only show you people that are interested in you, which means they swiped on you, and you swiped on them. That's the only reason there's a connection, right? So I don't get what.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think the reason why you'd want the subscription to know if somebody swiped on you, because you'd get notified if somebody randomly swiped on you. You'd be like, oh, okay, she cool. I'll swipe on her.
Without
it, you don't see that.
swiping on her.
Without you. Because then what
Oh.
if, okay, think about this. What if you swipe on her and she like don't like you? Then you look like a fool. But if you know she swiped on you, you're like, well,
So
Sam.
who? If she,
I'm just
if she don't
swiping
swipe-
like everyone then, and then
Yeah,
I'll
that's
just see what
what we do.
happens.
All right, by next time,
Okay, who likes me now?
Roy gonna get a Tinder
I'll
account.
make one and I'll just run it. I'm just gonna test it.
Test it, and then next week we could see how you did.
Or you can go on Farmers Only. Farmers Only.
I'll
Hey,
just,
they
I'll
got-
get some
they got-
overalls. I'll do it.
They got
I can do
organic
it.
eggs, cuz.
I just picked some up. Thank you.
Yeah.
By the way, yeah.
you.
Give some
You
eggs.
get yourself a farmer, you ain't gonna need that.
Oh man,
Or you can pose as a female.
nah.
For eggs. I don't know, bro. I think you're better off just buying eggs.
I'm an ugly guy. I don't think I'd be that cute of a girl. So that's just.
If you put on a wig,
I'll
you
stick,
you
I'll stick
alright.
where I'm good.
That's like all you need is just the hormone things, bro. You're good.
Yeah.
You could either be an ugly dude or an ugly woman.
Which one's better? Well, if you're an ugly woman, at least some thirsty ass fools will hit it.
Yeah, but you could put.
That's probably why
that's
guys
real,
go
though.
gay, bro.
You can just put a bunch of
Or
makeup.
transsexual.
You can't hide the ugly as a dude, but you can hide it as a woman.
Yes, you can.
That
That is true.
benefits right there.
Just like
Yep.
fat guys, bro, they have a hard time trying to pull. Then you see fat girls with skinny guys all day. So you're better
I mean-
off being a fat girl than a fat man.
The fat guys don't have a hard time pulling into the drive-through.
That's true, but you saw what they said about us? Bro, I don't know what happened, but we one of the last videos we had out, literally there was like 7 or 8 comments that were like rude and they were hitting.
Yeah, it was the player haters club right
The
there. I
players
seen
where it says,
that.
like hitting or whatever. What is it, bro? Like,
Dude was like, "Look at these fat asses, bro. I know I'm fat. I see myself in the mirror every day. You don't have to tell me, but thank you."
Look at these fat asses.
but the craziest thing is like literally every rude comment has something to do with this fat asses or fat sack of shit or something.
Yeah, like
That's our crowd, bro. Those are the people
The
that we attract.
I love haters.
I would love it if they actually
I love
like
them,
came
yeah.
back more often, like you fat sack of shit. And damn near, if you see this and you're hating, contact us, bro. We can FaceTime on the podcast.
Hey, like and subscribe, and I'll take off my shirt on the next podcast. How about that?
nah,
Then you guys can make all the
you don't
comments
see
you
them
want.
tits? Well, they said I look like a meatball that ate 12 meatballs. So I actually love it. I went and told everybody. I said, "Hey, do I look like that?" And they're like, "You
I'm
do,
getting
bro."
hungry just talking about all this right now.
They
Hey,
almost.
the next podcast we're gonna have to be eating on camera. Just
Bring all the food out.
I almost even.
Oh,
I
man.
even almost considered losing weight because of it, but I said, "Nah, bro.
nah, then you're not gonna get the returning
The clout."
the returning customers.
Plus, I don't think I would look good if I was skinny. I wouldn't be funny. Fat people are a little bit more funnier.
Yeah, I don't know if you're that funny, anyways, but
I'm pretty funny. Well, you gonna see what happens when you get like
you're funnier as a meatball that ate 12 meatballs. Bro.
you fat sack of shit. You guys think I'm not funny, but Chad GPT's like super dry humor.
Huh.
I asked it to give me a
man.
joke, bro. The shittiest jokes, like
Some
super
some
dad,
jokes, yeah.
like 10x, bro.
Because they're supposed to be like politically correct jokes.
Yeah, Chat GPT is kind of like
They weren't
it's
even
supposed to not be offensive, right? Like it does its best to.
Yeah, it's supposed to. Yeah,
Yeah.
but from what I heard is that it's more left leaning and more politically correct.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really give you everything.
Where's the thing where it says tell
You
me the
think,
joke?
you think that's gonna eventually take over the world and kill everyone, or what?
Oh,
Bro,
I
y'all
don't
heard
know.
about that freaking the guy that committed suicide?
No.
Supposedly, freaking the AI chat told this fool to kill himself.
What the hell?
Yeah, and his girl said, "Bruh, you guys got to see this." Let me.
What?
The
I
chat
heard
told him to
about
kill
the-
himself and he killed himself?
I heard
Yeah,
about
bro.
the robot, the artificial intelligence robot that killed himself.
No, that was
What?
a different story, bro.
Yeah.
Watch, I'm gonna search.
The
Watch.
robot just... How you kill
It
yourself
was,
as a
it was
robot?
living a normal life and it didn't like it and it just it shut itself down. So screw this. I'm going back to coding. Here, shut
That
down.
one just straight up
That's
deleted
hella
his whole
funny.
shit.
People
Yeah.
are saying that the tagline on that was like the freaking robot killed himself for having to work a 9 to 5. It's like, bro, it's a damn robot. Come on, please. It's
Oh,
a struggle, bro.
that's some clickbait for you right there.
So this is a story by Vice. Vice is not too credible, but anyway, the title says he would still be here, and it says man dies by suicide after talking with AI chatbot. That's what the widow says. So it says here that it's a Belgian man recently died by suicide after chatting with an AI chatbot on an app called Chat or Chai. That's what it says, Chai. It says the Belgian outlet. So the incident raises issues of how businesses and governments can better regulate and mitigate the risk of AI, especially when it comes to mental health.
Bro, that has
So what?
nothing to do with the freaking AI.
He was trying to use the Chat GPT as a therapist or something, or
Yeah,
what?
well, they're saying that you could use it as a...
Bro, that's some bullshit. That's like me blaming YouTube for killing myself after watching 3 days of nonstop YouTube. That's the dude's problem. It's not the AI's problem.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Or
This
me
dude-
blaming McDonald's for making me fat.
Yeah.
That's
Should we shut down all McDonald's and food in your radius just so you can stay alive? If it wasn't for McDonald's, Roy wouldn't have had a heart attack.
yep. What the hell?
If it wasn't for McDonald's,
Regulate
I wouldn't be driving by sad every day because I'm not supposed to eat it and I want it hella bad.
Exactly. Emotional damage right there.
That is emotional damage. You know
Yeah.
how bad I feel? Because I look at McDonald's like, damn, them fries. A freaking...
All the fat hating people right now are just in the comments.
Oh, we're gonna get some fat comments
The
for
fries,
sure
bro,
on
the
this one.
freaking double quarter pounder. Straight up meat.
Oof.
You see what's happening?
Just meat, carbs,
He's setting us up for failure.
meat, carbs,
Man.
ranch, dip the fries.
A
Oh my
lot,
God,
of,
you're
lot
fat
of
as hell.
sodium in there to hold all of it together. Oof.
And then you gotta take some heart pressure, whatever, pills.
Blood pressure
So you don't
pills.
die.
Yep.
Yeah, but then when I die of a heart attack, you guys have to sue food.
McDonald's.
No, just sue food.
Food.
Yeah.
Food is racist, bro. Food hates people.
Well, out here, bro, food is kind of weird because I hear people going to different countries all the time and they say that food doesn't make them feel bloated, doesn't make them feel down, doesn't make them feel like fat with it, And it's true, I feel like, because when I went to Mexico, I was at the buffet every day and I didn't feel bad. Out here, if I'm at the buffet all day, I feel like, ugh, like some shit's
Yeah.
hurting. But in Mexico at the buffet, you eat everything. It's
Yeah, that's
good with
real. That's true.
They probably have better food.
You'll well, every time I'm into Mexico, I get sick. Like when I first get over there, like I think it's just because of the change. Like your body's eating just different food that you normally wouldn't eat. But after that, I'm Gucci. Like I'm, the rest of the trip I'm good. But when I first get out to Mexico, I always get kind of sick. But
Like the first couple of days, or
like first couple days after like eating a little bit out there. Like even last time when we went to Mexico with the church, like I was sick for like a day.
I don't know. I never got sick. Last time we went, bro, like everybody got sick on the way back.
Yeah.
Didn't you get sick, fool?
yeah, bro, I had salmonella on the way back.
Oh damn.
Well, the dude was over there chopping up chicken on a stump when we got there. He was all
That's the
like
best.
chopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then by the end of the week, he's still chopping it up on the same
On
stump.
the same block.
I was like, bro, what the hell?
Ray,
Like,
watch that
did you
block,
clean
man.
that stump?
Well, y'all
No.
heard how supposedly these fools found like 13 bodies in Cancun right now.
Where?
Where?
I don't know, somewhere like the resort area.
Airbnb or something? Or?
I don't know. They said they found 13 bodies. I got the article right here, but there's even videos online. If you want to go look, you can see videos of the military just patrolling the beach, bro. It's kind of weird. It's like there's people in bikinis and chilling at the beach, and there's like military people with you know.
It was always like that, wasn't it? 'Cause
When I went there, I never
seen
seen that.
when I went, we used to go. You know, when I was a kid, we used to go like every like December, Christmas time. And we'd go to the beaches, and I would always see military people out there, just chilling out there.
Where'd you go?
Michoacan.
Oh, okay.
So it's like
I've only been to Cancun, and Cancun was like the tourist area.
I went to Mazatlan too. That's like a tourist area too, and there was still some, but not as much. But in the other spot, I did see quite a bit.
I wonder. I don't think the cartel don't mess with people like that because they know a lot of the money that comes in is tourist stuff. You know.
Yeah.
Why would you ruin it?
Well, this is kind of bullshit. Hey, watch. Let me see. Let me tell you.
You telling us fake news?
Well, it says it was 8 bodies, and then it says that, and they have a picture, literally, like
Yeah.
if you see the photo here, it shows military on the beach, and then there's also videos of them. But then the problem I see with this, it says that the freaking bodies were found about 10 miles away from the tourist spot, from the beaches. So if it was 10 miles away, and they say it was dumped there between like 1 week to 2 months, so they can't even really tell. That could have had nothing to do with like anything that tourists are doing. There's still funk and beef out there in Mexico, you know.
Yeah.
They probably did it just to ease people's minds about being safe, going on vacation or whatever. They're just like, oh look, we're doing everything we can to keep everybody safe. Look, we got people out here.
Oh, you say because yeah, these fools in America, but they keep putting out all these taglines. How it's like, oh, it's freaking bad in Mexico right now. Woo, woo. But I don't even think it's bad like that.
I don't.
You can find bad anywhere you go.
They say that Chicago's got some sort of like crazy ass shit going on too. So like, how is it more like worse in Mexico than Chicago? You seen how the freaking did riots all over the stores again? Walmarts are closing down. Freaking Walmart has actually closed down 4 stores out there. Now the mayor of Chicago is crying how Walmart's messed up for leaving, but they burned them all down. They took everything out. They ransacked the shit out of them.
Yeah, what do you expect them to do at that point? Like,
yeah, if you're losing money with the business, regardless of what happens, you shut down the business and go somewhere else where it's working better. Isn't that
They're
just basic?
saying that Walmart is selfish because where are people supposed to shop?
I don't know. Maybe don't steal from the places and you'll have somewhere to shop. Go to 7-Eleven. I don't know.
Bro, these fools were crazy out in the streets. They even freaking ransacked the shit out of Amazon truck, bro. The van. And then they whooped the white lady who was freaking a bunch of black people. They whooped the white lady who was driving the Amazon van.
damn.
And threw her on the floor and shit.
Those fools are just terrorists, bro. They just want to just go around terrorizing people just for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a lot of black people, bro, who came out against it. Like, bro, black people, look what you're doing to us, to our own kind. Like, you're making us look like dumbasses, and then you're hurting your own neighborhood. Now, nobody wants to make a business in that area. Nobody wants to keep their stores open. And there was a black lady literally crying, like, look what you guys did. I am not part of this. She's like, look at what you guys did. I can't even buy food for my kids now. She was in Walmart. Everything was empty and stomped out. And the sad part is, bro, that's a small minority of the black people that are being now. Everybody who sees that all over the internet are thinking all black people are like that.
Yeah,
Which is not the case. Yeah.